Hey everybody, this is Susan with SusanKledzik.com. This is a tutorial on a project management tool that can be installed on a Joomla content management website. This is the front end. I do have my project management tool hidden so that it's not available to the public. I also have it blocked from Google search engines so that my projects are not showing up in a Google search, because a lot of my projects are confidential and I use those within my team. So I'd like to show you a little bit how this works. First thing we do is I'm going to go ahead and log in. And once I log in, it's going to take me so that I can create my a brand new project. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a new project. And I'm going to just go ahead and name this new project. And this is where I would add a description. And also I can invite people to join. There's two options here. I can either force someone to join if I know that they're going to be part of this project, or if they're not sure or familiar that I'm going to be doing this project, I can send them an invitation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and force myself to join, just so you see an example. And on project settings, I do not want this to be made public, but I would like other people to join should they need to or want to. I can create colors for this, so I'll go ahead and make this one green. If this were a client website and I'd like to start using their logo, I can browse and add their logo in here. I can also put the website domain, which I should probably put HTTP in there. And I can also do an email. So I'll do info@susankledzik.com. So now I have creating a new project. I can go ahead and save it. Once I have the project saved, I can select that project. And the next thing I want to do is I want to start adding tasks to the project. So my first task is I'd like to do some logo editing. So if I go here into tasks, I can create a new milestone, or I can create a new task. What a milestone will do is if I have a couple tasks within a certain category, I can categorize those tasks by creating a milestone. So I'll go ahead and create a milestone, and this particular one is just logo editing. I can also add a description here. Also, there is a deadline on this logo editing. I need this done within a certain period of time. So what I can do is select this milestone has a deadline, and say I need this done by next Tuesday. So I can change the date on that, and it's a pretty high priority, so I'm going to go ahead and make it a high priority. Then I would save the milestone. Now that I have a milestone, I need to create a task, because the milestone is just a category where the task is the actual task that I need completed. So I'm going to go ahead and title this Logo Color Change. So say I need to do a specific task within the milestone, which is change the color. What I'll need to do is select the milestone, so I'll select logo editing. This task is not yet complete, so I want to leave that set to no. And again, this priority is pretty high. The deadline for this, I'll set it as the same as the milestone, but in case I needed, because I have the logo editing, I'll need some other changes to the logo as well. So I'm going to go ahead and set this one for Thursday. So I'll need to change the logo color by Thursday. And this is where I can add content again. Also, I can add responsible persons for this. So I'm going to assign myself to this particular project. So now this particular task is my responsibility within the new project. So I'm going to go ahead and save my task. Now here we can see that there's the milestone. The milestone is logo editing, and within logo editing I have here the logo color change. Now I actually have my account set up to have my profile picture on there, and I can change my profile settings by going up here into settings, or highlighting over here to edit profile. And you can see here's my picture along with some of my information. for my account on my project management tool. So now I'm going to need to assign a file to this logo color change task. To do that, I go in here to Files. I can create a new folder, either here or here. I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder here. And I'm going to do sk.com logo. So I'm going to create this new folder. Then within the folder, I need to upload a file. So what I'm going to do is select the box next to this folder, and I'm going to upload a file. Or I can also select this here and go to New File up here in the menu bar. So now what I need to do is I'm going to add the logo that I need some color change on. So I'll just put on here color change. This is just another description. Now this is where it becomes important that I have to select the task that I'm going to assign this file. So if I drop the menu down, I can select the logo color change task within the logo editing milestone. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now if you see, my email just came up. My email, this is set up so that whoever's on that project gets an email stating that there's a new milestone logo editing, along with all the other files and changes that I made within the project management tool. That's really helpful because you actually get updates through your email when there's changes made in the project management tool. So if someone else creates a project and assigns you to it, you'll get an email notification, which is fantastic. So I go ahead and I added the task and the file to that particular task so I can save that. Now if I go back to my tasks and select on the logo color change, I can see if I scroll all the way down that now I can select this file and download it. Another thing I can do is if there's more than one person, which here it shows that I'm the author and it's also assigned to me. If it's assigned to more than one person, their profile pictures will come up next to this. I can also start adding comments, which is really awesome because if we have a couple people working on one project, we can start to add in here some notes. So I made the changes to the logo. And that would let everybody else know that I made changes here. So if I save the comment, it comes in underneath. If I make another comment, or me or someone else assigned to this particular task, they can add a comment, which then compiles on top of this. This is really awesome because now the project management tool becomes almost like a social network, and it keeps all of your comments within the same place so that if you are working on a ton of tasks within one project, you're not chasing all of these different edits through your email. So you can keep them all in one place, which is really awesome. You can also keep adding files to this. You can make changes to the task itself, and you can also add, you can edit content and things of that sort by clicking on this button. The other thing up here is you can actually track time on this particular task. So if I spent an hour editing this, I can add my time here. So I would select the task, the date, say I did it today, and I could put here it took me an hour. And then I'll put in the notes, color changes, and I can save that. So now I have my time logged for each particular task, which is really helpful because if you have a lot of tasks going and you need to start tracking your time that you could submit for payment, you can keep track of how much you spent on each particular task. The other great thing about this project management tool is that there's a calendar here. And the calendar can show you when you have some projects that are coming up. You can also go directly to the calendar and click this green button, which allows you to create a new project or a new task. Also, you can create. There's a discussion section where you can start just discussing a topic. So here we have a new topic. And I can add my notes here. Once I save the new discussion, I can actually just subscribe to this discussion, which means I will get notifications that there are updates. So I would select the box here, and I can subscribe. And when I click on this More button, this is where I can start to have a discussion. And it's similar to comments, only I can actually do bold. I could put hyperlinks in here. I can change the way it looks, change this to a heading, and I can save it. Now I have a discussion going. And this one goes older on top, newer on the bottom. And I can go in here, because I created it, I can edit it. Here's where we track our time. You see my time here. And also you can create groups, and you have different users. That's a quick overview of how the project management tool works through the Joomla content management system. If you'd like to see more videos and tutorials from SusanKledzik.com, you can go to the menu option in the SusanKledzik.com website under tutorials, and you'll see more video tutorials. Thank you so much for your time. This is a project management tool, and if you have any other questions, you can email me at info@SusanKledzik.com. Thank you very much. Have a great day.